Welcome to Manga Experts. We are back with another top 10 recommendation list. If you like our videos, please leave a like and subscribe for regular updates of our videos. Without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Since the Red Moon Appeared. On the day the red moon appeared in the sky, many people went crazy and started killing others. The survivors made big walled cities to keep themselves safe. But now, these cities are also not that much safe from the horrors of the outside. Our main character has some supernatural abilities. All of his family members died, but he can still see them, and they can also help him in a tough situation. Our main character is hired by an organization which works inside the city to eliminate any supernatural beings which threatens its citizens. So, the overall concept is really unique, but it lacks a bit in the execution department. The main character's family members are a little bit unique, and the relationship between the main character and his family is also quite wholesome. But mostly the other side characters are a little bit vague and poorly written. All the female characters are over-sexualized as usual. The world building is looking good for now, and the translation is also decent. With all of its flaws, it's still readable. If you like some Lovecraftian type horror, then you're gonna like it. Number 9. Zomgen. One day, the apocalypse occurred, and some humans turned into Zomgens. Zomgens are half human and half dead. Now the whole world has become a place where humans struggle to survive against these mutated zombies. Mirai is a boy whose only wish is to die. Whatever he tries, he can't die because he has an immortal body, which gets healed in seconds. One day, a squad consisting of human survivors offered to kill him if he helps them reclaim the human territory from Zomgens. This manhwa is on literal crack. The main character is emotionless and overpowered from the start. Mostly side characters are written well, but the female ones are very annoying. The art is quite good, and it always feels refreshing watching the main character bashing the heads of the zombies into a pulp. The world building is also looking smooth for now. This manhwa is a hidden gem and a must-try for all post-apocalyptic genre fans. Number 8. Life After. This manhwa takes place in the world of an android game of the same name called Life After. Both the main characters are zombie hunters in this post-apocalyptic world. This manhwa is also made by the same author of Nan Hao and Shen Feng, which are also super funny manhwas. The art is perfect for a comedy manhwa. There's no actual plot in it. Each chapter has a different small but funny story. This manhwa never takes itself serious. If you're looking for something funny, then I recommend you guys to try it out. Number 7. Apocalypse Mechanic. The apocalypse has broken out, and the zombie virus has spread wildly. Ye Bei was persecuted by the squad leader of the White Lotus bitch. His arm was bitten off by a zombie, and he lived like a cockroach for 50 years in the apocalypse. With his own efforts to become a mechanic, Ye Bei developed a time machine, returned to the beginning of the end of 50 years ago, and rewrote his legendary life. Having seen the sinister hearts of people, he vowed to be worse, more selfish, and more villainous than everyone else. The first thing he did after successfully crossing back was to push the female class representative out to feed the zombies. This manhwa has some similarities to The Last Human. The execution of the plot in here is quite good. There are some cliché characters, but they don't hold back the story that much. The main character is also quite ruthless, and it always feels satisfying when he slashes the heads of the zombies and humans alike. The art is also decent, and fight scenes are well transitioned. Give this a try if you are an apocalyptic genre lover like me. Number 6. Inhuman Me. The main character was born with a secret that she had hidden deeply just to fit in with society, until an unknown virus broke out, which is making it harder to hide it. For the sake of survival, she has to fake her expressions in front of her friends in this apocalypse. It's more similar to All of Us Are Dead, but the characters in this webtoon are written more well than in All of Us Are Dead. Most of the characters are very unique, and they remain true to their roles. The art is also good, but a little bit inconsistent because this is a canvas webtoon. The pacing of the plot is perfect, and it never gets boring. Number 5. Happening. It all happened so fast. Everyone started changing. For some reason, people were turning red and tearing each other apart like zombies. Meanwhile, Lee Park is a high school student with an empathy disorder who suddenly begins to experience emotions for the first time. Now he needs to survive this mess of an apocalypse. The story of this manhwa is very good. The main character has a kind of disease which makes him emotionless. The characters are well written. The world building is also done pretty well. It does a pretty decent job of showing the struggle of the characters trying to survive in this apocalypse. The art is a little bit mediocre. This manhwa is highly recommended for zombie genre lovers. Number 4. The First Sequence. Due to the nuclear winter, the world was destroyed and a new era opened. Human beings are no longer the masters of the world, and new crises has emerged, one after another. Mankind rebuilds the order of the new world. At this time, Ren Xiaosu rose step by step by absorbing positive energy while changing his status in this ruthless world. It's actually pretty good. It's a post-apocalyptic manhwa where after apocalypse occurred, some people build cities and walls around them. The strong and powerful live inside the city, while the weak are forced to live outside the walls, where they have to work hard every day to make ends meet. The MC also lives outside the walls. He wants to educate his brother. The MC is a hunter who goes out in the wild and hunt wild animals and sells them. One day, he gets a system. The system assigns him missions, and on completion of those missions, the MC gets rewards in return. The MC is a bit smart. The art is also quite nice on the eyes, but sometimes it becomes inconsistent. It also has some light comedic elements in it. It's based on a pretty popular web novel, so that's also a plus. Number 3. The day an asteroid fell into school. Everyone was going about their daily school life, but on a seemingly normal day, a strange meteorite falls on a school. Parasites from the asteroid start infecting the students, turning them into monsters. In this terrifying series, students must battle these monsters in a desperate fight for survival. This apocalyptic manhwa has some similar vibes to the All of Us Are Dead webtoon and Netflix series. Its story is quite good, and the pacing is also nice. The art is also neat and clean. Sometimes the fight scenes are a bit long, which can be a bummer. The characters are also written well. This manhwa has proper vibes of a post-apocalyptic series and a must-try for all apocalyptic genre fans. Number 2. Bandit King. It's the zombie apocalypse, and the world as we know it has gone to hell. Roy Kim was a loser and prey for bullies in high school. He expects he'll be doomed in this new, perilous environment. That is, until he crosses Zoe Winters, who shows him that all the things that used to matter in society no longer do. The apocalypse is the time for rebirth. Roy and Zoe will set out on a journey to thrive in the apocalypse. The old world is gone, and they have a chance for ruling this new one. This is quite unique, even for an apocalypse manhwa. The story is good, and pacing of the plot is perfect. Overall art is decent, but sometimes it becomes inconsistent. There's also a lot of gore in it. The main character is badass and almost overpowered from the start. Most of the characters are written well, but the character progression of the female MC is bland. Give this a try if you want a decent post-apocalyptic manhwa with a supernatural twist. Number 1. In the Bleak Midwinter. This webtoon has a really addictive and original story. Anya is suffering from her sister's death. She cryogenically sleeps for 1 year, but wakes up 25 years later, and now the androids have taken over the world, and human survivors live hidden from these killing machines. Anya also finds out that she has somehow become an immortal, and now both the androids and humans want her. There are many twists and turns in the story. Every single character is written well. Even the villains are not just bad guys for the sake of it. They also have good stories and solid motives behind the atrocities they commit. The art is also nice, and character emotions are well portrayed. Give this a try if you want a really good story set in a post-apocalyptic environment.